Today, my friends, is a special day. Today is a Sunday Vibes Day because it's Sunday. Some of you maybe remember my Bali Sunday Vibes videos from last year, and for some reason I stopped making them. In a nutshell, a Sunday Vibe video is kind of like a little episode of, it could be a book of the week, a YouTube channel of the week, a question of the week, what went well, what I'm grateful for, all sorts of things, just in a more structured way, rather than just about one topic. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's dive into it. So, a little life update. I am, as you guys know, in Southern California, in a small town, Encinitas, just about 30 minutes north of San Diego and about an hour or 2 hours south of Los Angeles. And I have been here now for a few weeks, actually, and I have to say, I feel absolutely amazing here. I absolutely love it here. I was here last year in April, completely fell in love with the town, with the vibe, with the ocean, with the surf, with the yoga, with the vegan food, with everything, the people. So I came back and I'm staying for a while. I'm not moving. So at this point, I just feel really grounded. My heart is just swelling with happiness. I am in a really good place. My mind's in a really good place, even though I'm doing this vulnerability challenge and I've been going through some intense days maybe and sharing some intense things, but that's part of it, you know? But right now, as I'm making this video, I feel really, really good. It's just extremely light inside. And above all, I feel extremely inspired and creative here. I have lovely housemates. Yeah, it's just all going really well right now. What's also really awesome about me being here is that because I kind of can have a routine again, I've been very active since the day I got to California. I've been doing something almost every day, but like 6 days a week. Yesterday I took a day off, today I went to yoga, and it's been a good mix of yoga, running, and surfing. And I will make an extra video about my kind of semi-new weekly, daily exercise routine and how to develop a discipline to keep going. I also recently went to 2 really cool events. One was here in Encinitas. I went and saw Matt Kahn speak. He's a spiritual teacher. I'll link to one of his videos up there. He's a beautiful man, a beautiful soul, and yeah, definitely check him out on YouTube. I also went to see a wonderful woman speak in LA, in Beverly Hills the other day, Marianne Williamson. Her teachings are all kind of based on a course in miracles, and she's just overall, I mean, her presence on stage, it's beautiful. So that was a great event, and I'm really grateful that I got to see Marianne live on stage. Really awesome. So my tip of the week is, guys, go out, look for events or talks or workshops or whatnot in the cities around you. Go and soak up knowledge from amazing people, from spiritual teachers and whatnot. I'm sure there's so much going on wherever you live, and even if it's a couple of hours away, but just like go out and immerse yourself into something and a topic and a teaching, and just connect to other people that share the same mindset with you. Like, for me, that's so important. Yeah, and just keep on learning and keep taking in all these beautiful things and offerings that people put out there, and especially live when you can connect to so many wonderful souls. My video of the week is by Jason Silva. He is probably a man that I would consider getting involved with, even though I'm gay, because he inspires me so much. I'm so in love with how his mind works, and he's pretty good looking and very attractive. I love watching his videos. They're just full of just this man, like just the words that he uses to express what's going on up here. Oh man, I don't think there's anyone out there who's quite like him. So the video that I really enjoyed watching the other day, and I'll link it up here, is where he talks about our childhood abandonment trauma and just how this plays out in our adult romantic relationships. And what I find so cool about it, and this might be a little spoiler alert, but in the end, he says the solution, he hasn't figured it out yet either. basically how to heal this abandonment trauma, this feeling of loneliness, and how we play all that out or reenact it in our relationships. And I found that quite comforting, knowing that Jason Silva hasn't figured out relationships either. So thanks, Jason. It makes me feel a little bit better, because he seems like this just beautiful, perfect soul, and yet it looks like he's also struggling in this realm of his life, which is also my area in life that I have to experience the biggest struggles with. So go and watch that video. Jason, he just rocks my world. My YouTube channel recommendation of the week is The Professional Wild Child. Zoe is a really beautiful soul. She's from Holland. She kind of lives part-time in Amsterdam and part-time around the world. She's a digital nomad and a spiritual soul, and I've been diving deeper into her videos this past week, even though I've been following her channel for quite a few months. And yeah, I find her, I like the way she thinks, I like how she presents herself on camera, I like that she also talks about things that not everybody talks about, things that are vulnerable. And I will link to one of her videos up here where she talks about being different and how to deal with it when you're a bit different from the norm out there and when you challenge the status quo with who you are. And that video resonated so much with me. And so anyway, thanks Zoe for your channel and for making awesome videos. And I hope a lot of you guys go over there and subscribe to her channel. She's awesome. My learning of the week kind of obviously has to do with my vulnerability challenge, 30 days of making a YouTube video about vulnerability every day. And I'm like more than halfway through. I'm not exactly sure, maybe this is video 17 today, but I have to say it's definitely one of the most powerful things, one of the most powerful challenges I've ever done in my life. I have so many things to say about this, and I will make a kind of roundup video where I talk about my learnings from this challenge, because I still have 13 days to go. I'm sure there's going to be a few more learnings, but what I can say now, it's so incredibly healing for me to talk about all these things that I kind of feel ashamed of and that make me feel really vulnerable, and putting them out there. And wow, it's enriching my life so much, and just getting all your guys' feedback every day. And also I get a lot of email from you guys as well. It's amazing, and I'm really sorry if I can't reply to all of your comments and emails, but just know I read them all, I take them all in, and they really fill my heart just with so much love, and I feel so connected to all of you. It's just an energetic connection that is there, and it's real, and I can feel it. So thank you so much for following along, for watching my videos. The follower question of the week. It has been asked a few times actually in the last few weeks and months, and it goes as follows. Connie, what happened to your 6 months no alcohol challenge that you started last year? So here's what happened. This is quite vulnerable actually. I made a big announcement in June of last year, I think it was in June, that I wasn't going to drink alcohol for 6 months. I was really convinced that I was gonna be able to do this. And I was quite successful for about almost 2 months, I think. And then I was in Bali, and I think I might have just had a bad day or whatever, and then I had a beer because I was like, screw this, I'm just gonna have a beer. And that was that. And I think I did another month later on because I also did another water fast. It was a little bit on and off for a few months, but I didn't dive back into the regular drinking. I'm not a heavy drinker at all. I didn't do this because I had an alcohol problem, but I feel even if I just have 1 small beer or 2 small beers or a glass of wine or so in the evenings, I can feel it the next day when I go running or when I go to yoga. And I know how awesome it is to just not drink. Like it's not a big deal for me to not drink for a month, and I thought I could do it for 6 months, but then eventually I realized, I failed. So I admit that challenge was a big failure, and I was too ashamed to admit to it. And I'm doing this here now yeah, it's official. I failed my 6 months no alcohol challenge. And I think the reason why I was too ashamed to admit to it was because I feel like people judge me a lot, and that might just be a hallucination. Because people think I have this awesome healthy lifestyle. I'm vegan, plant-based mostly, and doing yoga and all these things, and here I am, I drink alcohol. But you know what, I'm not a big fan of extremes and being a perfectionist. So for me it's totally cool to, you know, have a beer, have a glass of wine. I hardly ever drink hard liquor, anything like that. Just recently in Mexico I had a bit of like a margarita or something like that. But yeah, you know, I want to keep it real. Other people also ask me about coffee. There's a time when I said I'm not drinking coffee, and I didn't for like 6 or 8 months, didn't drink coffee a year or two ago. And now I drink coffee again. Yeah, things change. I'm sorry for all those people that judge me because I'm inconsistent and I change my opinions and stuff, but I'm just human. So yeah, I'm ending this video on a vulnerable note. I failed, and I will keep on failing in areas of my life, and that's okay. And I guess all I want to say with this is, it's okay to fail. You guys can fail. It doesn't make us less of a human being. It doesn't make me less of a Connie, of a vlogger, blogger, travel blogger, yogi, vegan person, because I'm not perfect. So if you guys have any questions or ideas for the next episode of California Sunday Vibes, or whatever else, maybe you just want to send me some love, please do down in the comments. Like my video if you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my new videos coming up every single day for at least another 13 days, and then I'm thinking maybe every other day. I love making videos. I just love you guys, and I love YouTube. So talk tomorrow. Bye.